us to goyang topik.
So first thing first,
Yesterday my sister's birthday.
you would still need to
So my
sketch
mom's
your
gonna got us to
body
goyang topik.
because
So my
marks
now
will be
my hair still got
allocated
the
there.
smell.
I want you to see how I sketch it. Usually I'll sketch the pivot and then I'll sketch that horizontal dotted line and then followed by that beam that has been perturbed downward by an angle of theta. And then I'll go on to add the various forces that are coming in. Obviously you have your FT over there, so FT is going to be here. That spring is going to be extended. So this kind of extension force will force that spring to be extended. So equal and opposite force on the beam. So that spring force is going to act upward. So that spring force, because it's a rotary system, that spring force is A theta. So if some of you don't know why is it not Kx. Kx relates to a linear translational motion, but in this case, it's not a translational, but a rotary system. So if you're not familiar with that, you can go back and see what is how it all happened in work example 2.4. Alright, you need some revision over there. So the rest of it, there's also this damper that's coming in. How we represent that damping force, the rotary damping force, is that we sketch it this way. A circle and then an arrow, and then that damping force is C theta, theta dot. That is your moment of radius. This is not just force, but because it's acting on that single point, so this whole thing over here is a moment. So some students will be thinking, there's still that mass over there. But that mass, mg, because, I'll write it down over here, because of gravitational moment caused by mg multiplied by the distance away, so the distance away is actually a over 2. So that is your moment. Because we ignore that, and why we ignore that is because it is actually balanced by the static load in the spring. So what that means is that, why is it that we ignore this part here in dynamic condition? It's because that part there is really balanced by the spring in the static load. If you don't understand this, what it means is that, well, if you go from static to dynamic, later on you cancel it out. So that canceling out is because actually that spring static load is actually equal to mg. So that's why later on we cancel it out. So over here, if you go straight in dynamic load, you actually need not consider in your free body diagram what is that mg. That includes if the beam has got weight as well. So in this case, this beam is mass zero. You have a case later on as an example where you have the beam also has weight, and then you have point masses also have weight. So in all these cases, if you go into dynamic conditions directly, you need not consider mg. But then you need to consider this mg or this mass when we develop the moment of inertia. So I will try to solve this question to let you see what I mean. So after the dynamic condition, we sum up the moment around point O. So this point over here is point O. Equate it equal to I naught theta dot r. So if you write summation of moment equal to mx dot dot, I know you guys know already. This is a rotary system. The x dot dot is for linearly translational motion. Right? It's rotary motion. So the moments, this one is in the opposite direction of my convention, because my convention says that the beam is moving in a clockwise direction. But the moment here is in the counterclockwise direction. So it's minus C theta dot. That C subscript theta over there, just want to say that it's a rotational damper. That subscript theta over there. To say that this C is actually coming from the rotational damping. We had actually covered that in your first class. So formulating the rest of it, so we have this part here, which is the force. So it's in the opposite direction of my convention theta again, so minus KA theta. This is just the force. We're talking about moment, summing up moment. So we need to multiply by the distance. So the distance in this case is 8. So some of you will be wondering, hey, Prof, actually isn't this perpendicular distance A cosine theta? Shouldn't this perpendicular distance over here be A cosine theta? Actually, you're right, but we are looking at the case for small angle theta. And if it's for small angle theta, cosine theta will be approximately 1. Sine theta will be approximately to a theta. So in this case, it's 1, that's why it's over here. Yeah. So I didn't even write down cosine theta, and later on say that it's equal to say sine. Yeah. So you can see now a lot of things has been increasingly simplified. And then now the last part of the course is in the same direction as my convention. It's going clockwise as well. So plus Ft is just the force multiplied by the distance A. Right? The same A value. So the whole thing equal to I dot theta, I naught theta dot dot. So this I naught part here requires us to look back into our data sheet. So I'll show you the data sheet. So your data sheet has this list of moment of inertia. So moment of inertia, and then it has all these various masses. If you have that many, then you need to sum up all of your moment of inertia. What is each of this moment of inertia? It requires you to know what is the mass of this, multiplied by the perpendicular distance of that mass to the pivoting OO axis. So what you're going to have for that equation will be mass multiplied by the perpendicular distance squared. Mass multiplied by perpendicular distance squared. Right? So if I were to now write it over here, the mass of this is m. So I write down m. Perpendicular distance of this mass from the pivot axis, that is A over 2. A over 2 and square. Alright? Just like that. Just like that part. Mass multiplied by perpendicular distance squared. Mass multiplied by perpendicular distance squared. This is your moment of inertia. So let's complete this equation. So we're going to have, after a little bit of simplification, m A over 2 squared theta dot dot plus c theta dot, or maybe I'll start using this small little theta over here. is simplifying it. And then that k a squared here equal to a at t. So what I'm doing is I'm always moving my force toward the right hand side, and I keep the other parts of the second order equation to the left hand side. Next thing, I'll divide by 4 over ma squared. Right? Divide throughout by 4 over ma squared. So I'm going to get this as theta dot dot plus c or c over ma squared theta dot plus a squared 4 divided by ma squared theta equal to 4a over ma squared at t. So I can simplify this, that one, and taking Laplace transformation together with my initial conditions, these two initial conditions, for the position is equal to 0 at time 0, velocity at time 0 equal to 0. So if I were to do that with this expression here, then I'll get the Laplace transform of theta dot dot, that is s squared theta s minus s theta at time 0 minus theta dot at time 0 plus this part here, that is 4c over ma squared, and then Laplace of theta dot, that is s theta s minus theta at time 0 plus this part here, 4k over m theta s equal to 4 over ma fs. Yep. So we know that because of the initial conditions, we know that this part is 0, that part is 0, this one is 0. That's from the initial condition. So over time, these terms that I'm kind of like using the square bracket thing, these terms, over time, if your initial conditions are equal to 0, over time you should know that they do not need to be there. That's taking one step ahead. So what I mean is that once I see this kind of expression, if I know that both initial conditions are equal to 0, I can immediately start to write down this line. Just from this step, jump into this step, taking the Laplace with 0 initial conditions for both sides. So could you see a pattern now? If it's theta dot dot, then you just have an s squared. If it's theta dot, then you just have an s over there, the coefficient. If it's theta, then just change that into theta f. And then this part here, the f t, change it to f.
Cancel.
Jump into that step. If you have initial conditions, they are both 0.
Oh.
So I have
Okay.
even seen your seniors doing a more advanced step before. When they see this, they will do taking Laplace, and the next line that they write s squared plus this coefficient, ma squared s plus that coefficient, that's 4k over m equal to this. So your senior also jump straight away to that step, knowing that it's 0 initial conditions. Can you do that? Take some time. Do more practice. That's what it is. Right. Because you can see that what you need are all the coefficients, right, to come in and then fill in the dot dot part with s squared, and then already simplify it. Very quick step. Why they do that? So that they can then go ahead and establish the transfer function here, which is either S over Fs. This is your output, this is your input. And then equal to bring out the rest of it to the left-hand side. Right. So that's that question. So part D. Part D, I'm going to go and pick up that figure as well. I'll come back to this page again. Part D is this figure. So this figure over here, what I'm going to do is to simplify it a bit. First of all, this pressure that's applying to this kind of like a buffer region, right? This part here is able to oscillate. This is your external force, but it's not represented as a force. It's represented as a pressure distributed across that surface area, which is A. So if you remember, pressure is equal to force over area. If you remember that. Particularly in this case, this pressure here is with respect to a change in time. That force there is with respect to a change in time as well. So that means I can find out what is my Ft force that's applied to this upper system. So Ft will be equal to A dt, and I'll be making use of that. So if I were to sketch the free body diagram of this system, this spring and damper upon that force that's coming in is going to get compressed. So equal and opposite force, Kx and Cx dot that way. This is not a rotary system, so I'm using X. Just now, it was a rotary system. I'll have my convention X going to the right-hand side. And this external force, Ft, now will be equal to A times Pt. So after that free body diagram, I'm going to have my some forces and going into the dynamics condition directly. So I'm starting to draw a lot of words now. I don't even write dynamics condition. We'll be able to know just by looking at this equation. It's talking about dynamic condition. If it's not, then sum of the forces will be equal to 0. That's the static condition. So summing up the forces, this force here is applying in the same direction of my convention. So it's a positive value. So that force A, T. The other two forces, they are in the opposite direction of the convention. So minus Cx dot minus Kx, and the whole thing in X dot. I can simplify this expression, taking X dot dot, and then divide throughout by m, then I'll get the following expression. Equal to A over m dt. Right? It's readjusting everything. So this part that will be equal to omega n squared, and this is the part that will be equal to 2 zeta omega n. The coefficients of a second order differential equation. The next step that we do, we take the Laplace. So once I see this, and then I know that the initial conditions are the following, right? These are the initial conditions. Then the next line I'm going to write, this is x dot dot, taking the Laplace as squared, plus I'll keep this, and then s, plus I'll keep this, and then the whole thing multiplied by xs equal to A over m dx. So this part here, again, it is respectively omega n squared and 2 zeta omega. So I can write my transfer function now. My transfer function would be the output over my input. And then bring the rest over. That will be s squared plus c over n s plus k over n. Or I can express it in my second order differential form. 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n squared. So where you have seen before, omega n is equal to square root k over m, zeta equal to c over 2 square root of n. So I'm catching the time ahead by going a little bit faster because I want to touch on all the materials that you have. So we'll go for a 10 minutes break, and today's class will probably end just about that kind of time at 11 p.m. Alright, so we can go for